When it comes to interior design, you can find design inspiration from almost any place. Today I'm at the LIvmor, a new condominium in Harlem in which all the public spaces, the lobby, and the hallways were all designed by me. As a professional interior designer, I find inspiration everywhere. In designing the LIvmor condominium in Harlem, I applied my signature modernist style of mixing color, texture, and rich materials in the design of the building's lobby, fitness area, screening room, children's playroom, and model residence. Architect Hugo Subotovsky, who I worked with on the project, shares some of his tips on how to translate the look and feel created at the LIvmor to your own home. Now, Hugo, as the architect for this project, one of the things that really stands out to me is how you did this double height lobby. So let's say that you don't have ceilings this high. What can you do to still create the same drama, the same sense of openness and spaciousness?
That's a very good question. You don't need to have 20-foot ceilings like we have here. Basically, here we have the capability of achieving that. But if you are more constrained in height, you can do this with only just a couple of feet more and work with paint, work like we did here with different materials, trying to create that illusion of creating a virtual ceiling, and above that, work with a lighter color, and that will give the feeling of a double height without being the double height.
For example, with this accent wall that brings in so much texture through the stonework, I can see this in a private home as a highlight in a living room or a dining room or even a water feature.
Correct, and this wall that has a lot of texture, it can be a lot of different things, and you can very inexpensively play with it to create different shades, different textures. You can play with water, which obviously becomes a little bit more expensive and sophisticated, but you can also play with lights.
So you're saying that you can add this type of feature and even highlight it even further by just playing with light.
Correct, and if you change the color of the lights, basically you have one same wall that can be 1,000 different shades at different type of day, which basically reflects the mood that you are in at that time of the day.
I love that design tip. That's great.
Yes, it looks very nice.
And in the model residence I designed, it's all about efficient use of space.
This island is a great feature that you can very easily do in your house without spending any money whatsoever. I always say that good design doesn't have to cost more than bad design.
That's true.
Okay? And the long run always costs less. Okay, but it's a great feature that you can see how with an island here we separated basically 4 different areas.
And I think kitchens, making them work and making them functional is all about great design.
Is absolutely about great design. And as I said before, great design doesn't cost more in the long run. It's always more efficient, better, and cheaper than bad design.
As far as interior design tips, I have plenty of helpful hints to share from my designs. What makes this space so successful is the fact that it's broken into 3 different zones. One area for casual eating, another for lounging and entertaining, and a third for formal dining. I really love working with texture, using elements that make you just want to touch them, like these fuzzy succulents and these gorgeous felt pillows with these petals and even a shag rug. When it comes to texture, it really does add character and interest to a room. Don't be afraid to mix old with new. Here I paired a marble dining table with an old antique mirror and braided leather dining chairs. Three elements that you may not normally think would go together, but using contrasting furniture pieces really does help to make a space more unique. Here in the bedroom, I used cool colors, mixing blues, grays with touches of taupe, which helps to create a relaxing mood. Also, don't always feel like you have to use traditional nightstands. Here I used 2 end tables, which really helps open up the room. Color and coordination are really key when it comes to interior design. This could have just been a plain white box, but by adding a colorful painting with a rug, it really helps make the whole space pop. Also, by continuing a decorative element, here all the vining in the rug and blending it with the lamp, it really helps to make this whole room stand out. When it comes to designing children's rooms, they should be both fun and safe. In this children's room, I used really bright colors like orange, chartreuse, and chocolate brown, colors that are both fun and gender neutral. As for safety, the entire floor is padded, great for protecting those little elbows and knees, and even the wall is padded, great for bouncing and for protection. And it seems my design techniques haven't gone unnoticed by potential buyers.
We've gotten some wonderful reaction to the design that you've done for the lobby and for the common areas. It's made buyers feel right at home, and that's most important when you're trying to sell a building. It has created an atmosphere in which they are ready to select an apartment that would be their home.
So whether you're looking for design ideas in a private home or a public space, always keep your eye out for great design. We'll be right back.